watching to the 44 Elements TV. Scott's the name and Blacks are the game. And this tutorial has been requested by Ashton Witzenberg, also known as Noah Clark. And, you know, that's not a coincidence either, because Noah Clark or Ashton Witzenberg is the one who requested the Volume 1 XL Jacket Tag orchestral cover. But anyway, out of the way, it's time to do some modding once again. This time we're doing some Fibbage modding. Now here are some requirements in order for you to do so. You're gonna need a Windows machine. I got Windows 11, but we don't have this old Windows XP theme for much longer. Okay. And what you also need is the Jackbox Party Pack 1. Fibbage 1 XL is on there. What you need next is a text editing program like Notepad, for example. And yeah, this is basically where you can mod the text files in the question. Okay. So yeah, there you go. And you're also going to be needing an audio recording or editing program like Audacity, for example. This is so you can record your own lines for the questions. If you already got one on your own, like the screen recording tool, then that's okay. Okay. And what you're also going to be needing is a screen recording software first. So yeah, this will be suggested you can just play out the question. I got OBS Studio installed on this thing. You're also going to be needing a video editing software. This is Vegas Pro 15. Okay. Now, here's the deal with this one. Yeah. I got the Jackbox Party Pack 1 installed on this thing. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this keeps Fibbage 1 XL. Alright. And there you go. There's the content on there. There's also the questions that you can do. Now for this example, we're going to copy this question. And like I said, for this example, we're going to be copying this question and pasting it on. Now okay, here's how this is going to go. Okay, for this. Now for this easier part, we're gonna need to do something like this one. We're gonna be doing something like this, like it's indicated on the text file. Watch. Okay. Alright, now this is where you're gonna have to do the suggestions for that one. Blur that out because there's a Pride Month thing on there. Okay, now for this one we're gonna be doing some suggestions from one of the answers. Watch what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna be going with the range from 0 to 500 once again. Now let's see what this says. Number 374. What's the category for this one? Let's see here. That's remember to tap. Remember to tap is how exactly do you get one of those? Okay. So this is what we're gonna have to select. Yeah, I know this is exactly as you don't know Jazz Volume 2 question, and not what you find in Fibbage, for example, but this is just an example. Alright, okay, so from there, you're gonna have to type in the correct answer. Okay, for this, and I already know what this is. Now, you're going to have to leave this one behind, for example. You're going to have to leave the blank behind. It indicates the blank in the answer so the game can function properly. Okay, so in this case, the question is going to be So there's that. Now let's type in the suggestions. In this case, it's going to be the wrong answers of the question. Watch what I'm going to do. Like I said, the Q-headers SRS file is going to be your guide when it comes to finding the correct answers and question categories. In case you don't want to constantly look around the Q folders. Now let's take a look. Well, this is what the question says. It's in Q4 13. It should be easy to find from there. Look. Now the suggestions are basically what you'll find in the Live For Me button with your bumpers. Alright, now let's get... So, here we go. So, there you go. There's your question. However, it isn't going to be that easy because there's still something else you have to mod. This jet file has all the regular questions inside the game. You're gonna have to be careful. Like I said, there's absolutely nothing to worry about because there's no there's no jumbled up mess when you're trying to edit a text file like a jet, for example. Okay, so there you go. That's how you mod some Fibbage questions. And I know what you're thinking, but the Final Fibbage Jet also contains the Final Fibbage questions, so there you go. And don't even try modding the Demo Shorty and Demo Final No Fibbage ones, that's not going to do anything. Okay, that concludes our tutorial. I'll play test this question and I'll get back to you when I'm done.
Okay, here's your first question.
You know what you're doing if you're taking a leak, but what are you doing if you're taking a leak?
Now use your device to enter a bluff that you think will fool your opponent into thinking it's true. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Live For Me button for half the points. Do it now! Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and enter it on your device. Okay, let's take a look.
The leek, the national emblem of Wales, is a vegetable related to the onion, so don't take them.
Come back here with that vegetation, boy. Our country is in ruins.
And that's it. Nobody else's lives got picked.